Tonight on After Dark, Dark Matter's very own 3 and Adrian joins special guest Richard Edwards from the UK's SFX magazine to break down this week's episode of Dark Matter. 3 experiences an infinite time loop, the android speaks French, and Adrian proves his worth to the Raza. Plus, a sneak peek at next week's episode. So don't get spaced. After Dark starts right now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to After Dark. I'm Zoie Palmer, bringing you the conversation each week about what just happened on Dark Matter. This week I want to welcome back our very own Raza Jokester 3, Anthony LEMKE, and the skittish yet very lovable Adrian Mishka Tebo. And also joining us again, editor of SFX magazine in the UK, Richard Edwards. Welcome everybody.
Hi.
So in this episode, your character has to get everybody to believe what he's talking about. You're tasked with sort of, proving that you're not crazy, that you're not lying.
You believe this could be happening to me, right?
I believe you believe this could be happening to you.
When I read that script, man, it was so much fun. I just felt blessed, honestly, to be able to...
Yeah, fun episode for you.
Yeah, come on. I mean, like, you get to play everything from the stuff with Sarah, and there's the fight stuff, there's the comedy. I mean, it's literally almost everything that an actor would want to play in that one episode.
What about you? How has it been for you joining the Raza crew?
Joining, like, on offset, for instance, like, it's just been great. I mean, everyone's so friendly here. I mean, you've been fantastic to me. You've been fantastic to me. Everybody has. You guys already have great chemistry with each other. You guys have
Is this a character
fun.
You've played before in any kind of a way, or is this a new sort
This
of...
was a great opportunity for me because I normally play a villain or a bad guy. As soon as I heard that I got this, I was so excited because I was like, this is gonna be so much fun, and it exceeded that on set.
Behind the scenes with Anthony LEMKE.
This is probably my favorite part of the entire set. Now, this hallway here and all the little spur hallways off the side is everything that you will think of when you think of the Raza in terms of the hallways. This hallway is obviously the bridge. However, nope, can't close it. But if you did close it, it would seem like a dead end of a hallway. If those doors were open or closed, it would change the way you perceive this space. So if I were to walk in like this, all of a sudden it feels, again, like a different space. If you were to close that side and this side, all of a sudden you're within a contained space, and they'll code the hallways by different light colors. So sometimes the lights will be blue or red or green, and that will give a completely different feeling as well.
Now, in this episode, we get a glimpse of the future, and we hear about things like the Dwarf Star conspiracy and the Android Liberation Front and the fall of the House of Ashida.
Just a few minor plot points,
Have Joe and Paul sort of given you any hints about what they mean, and do you think they'll come to pass?
Mishka, go.
No, don't do this to me. Don't
Well, the android liberation concept is an interesting one only because, androids are created that they have no free will, that they are entirely to serve whoever it is they're there to serve.
Teach me something that I would never know in a million years.
Well, I am programmed to speak over 24 languages.
Perfect, just pick one.
Français, peut-être?
German it is.
That was French.
You speak a lot of French in this episode. Now, do you actually speak French in real life, or was this all learned for the show?
I'm a quick study, yeah. I lived in Montreal for about 10 years, and I grew up in a school that was bilingual, and all my kids are born in Montreal, so I'm comfortable in French.
I, on the other hand, do not speak French.
Did you know what you were saying at all when you were saying
Well, I made sure to know what I was saying.
I mean, so are you guys going to take this into your own hands? Maybe put together an album, Spoons,
Yes,
ukulele,
we are going to.
French cover versions.
Spoons and ukulele?
I'd buy that.
So 3 has finally begun to start visiting Sarah. Is there any fear that there could be problems for him using that technology and the implications of using it?
I think that's the wonder of this storyline, really, is that now the one person who matters probably the most to him in the world is...
The only avenue in.
Yeah, the only avenue in is, well, she is a computer, or she's a program in a computer.
I'm sorry, I should have come earlier. I just needed some time to come to terms with the situation.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
It kind of goes beyond the technology, though, a bit, that he's just scared about getting involved again because obviously he lost her in season 1, and now he's got to kind of get all those feelings through his head again.
Loss has been what his life has been all about, right? I mean, everybody he's ever loved has basically been killed or disappeared.
But is this something that we'll see more of in 3?
It's drawing out a character, for sure. We will see more of that side of 3 and the challenges that he has, being somebody's entire world, essentially.
I miss you too.
I know you're having a hard time accepting me as the Sarah you once knew, but you need to know that despite all this, I am the woman you knew.
Yeah, I'm in love with a girl in a computer, you know? I mean, that's, sorry,
There,
honey.
I said
you know,
it.
I said it, right? You know, I can't date you even though you're a really nice live human because my girlfriend's living in a computer. You know, Sci-Fi is really good at that. Sci-Fi's been doing this for a long time. It's been saying, listen, you know, we live in this reality, but the truth is, if you throw in a robot and a person living in a computer and aliens, well, how would we interact with those people? And that's one of the great strengths of Sci-Fi.
The PROPMASTER'S puzzle.
Let me just see if I can get that to play for us. There you go. Our department runs a little differently than some prop departments do. One of the main issues is we don't have parameters for our world. It's not like we're doing a period piece or we're doing a contemporary piece and you go to the store and, you know, a towel is a towel, a toothbrush is a toothbrush, a whatever is a whatever. You get to use your imagination. You get to, I've got a pile of just gack in there, and we just start pulling bits and pieces and putting them together. The yardstick of knowing that it's right is showing it to Joe, and when Joe gets a smile on his face and he pulls out his camera, then you know you're good.
Do you guys think we've seen the last of Tabor?
Oh, hi there.
Hello.
Yeah, on this show, I never feel like we've seen the last of anybody. You open up a script, you say, oh, look who's back, you know? It's,
Well, especially him for some reason.
yeah.
I feel like he does a really great job of that character because it can easily fall into caricature and he's right on the line. It's obviously goofy and it's larger than life, and it isn't as grounded as our Raza crew kind of characters, but it's kind of fun when he pops up.
He was definitely a father figure to me. I think the difference between Tabor and I is I feel like my character gets more attached to the people he works with.
You snuck off that space station in a dress and heels to avoid the GA.
That is not true.
True, I was there.
Somewhat true. They weren't heels, they were sensible pumps.
When Adrian finally takes up residence on the Raza, he sort of lets his guard down a little bit and sort of becomes a little more relaxed around these guys. What do you think he feels for these people that he's kind of all of a sudden shacked up with in this way?
I mean, you'll see more of that in future episodes for sure. He feels kind of like a family connection to them, and he likes being with them and around them.
He's a people person.
Yeah, he's a people person, and you know, he's such a talker. And breakfast in bed.
He's in a constant state of sort of trying to prove
Yeah,
that he has some value on the ship.
Yeah, I want to prove my value.
That you can contribute. Does he get a chance to do that? Is there somewhere down the road where he gets to kind of go there?
He definitely gets his opportunities.
Okay.
Whether he, succeeds or not, well, we'll see.
Well, what about me?
What about you?
Where do you want me?
Back in your quarters.
Are you serious?
It's too dangerous for you.
What about her?
She'll be fine.
Yeah, okay. If anyone needs me, I'll be in hiding.
I think it's what I love about the show Dark Matter when I'm watching it is that we do walk the line between plain old camp and something quite serious. The sci-fi that I like the best does walk that line, where sometimes there's a bit of a wink, there's a bit of a caricature, there's a bit of an over-the-top campiness to it, and then they go right back to the serious.
Oh.
Here we go again.
Yep.
Now here's an exclusive sneak peek at next week's Dark Matter episode.
I need you to keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't screw up or try to work some sort of side angle.
You really think he'd try to double-cross us?
I should be coming with you,
You just be waiting in the docking bay, there's no point.
as a precaution.
I'm tired of standing by and letting everyone take care of me. I want to do this, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, mate, old buddy, it's been a while.
Adrian. Adrian's friend?
What the hell?
You're under arrest.
Okay, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks to Anthony, Mishka, and Rich for joining us for some laughs. Don't forget, Dark Matter fans, you can find extended content from this episode on all our Sci-Fi websites. We'll see you back here next week, After Dark.